To perform the analysis, we process the news articles and historical reports of MC1 dataset using the KNLP pipeline. The processed data is then loaded into the OSS Studio and the queries are constructed to actually extract information from the dataset. Let's create a query that extracts the leaders of POK. OSS Studio helps you to extract information using OSR ontology. One of the key results which was retrieved shows Carol took over the POK leadership from Henk Bedrogi, which shows Carol and Henk Bedrogi were the leaders of POK. Similarly, various queries have been constructed to extract different information from the dataset like extended connections of POK, timeline of events that happened on January 20th and 21st. The results retrieved from the queries are then fed into the intelligence product mosaic to visualize information for better sense making. This is the complete social network of POK extracted using the queries defined using the OSS Studio. Sylvia Merek, Henk Bedrogi, and Elian Karat were the key leaders of POK. The leaders are actually differentiated from the common members using different icons. The same diagram can be used to show the extended connections of POK. If you see here, Henk Bedrogi, who is the leader of POK, actually had some connections with Jocelyn Reynolds, who is a member of Wellness for All, and Cesara Nespera, who was health minister during the time of President Arola. Other social relations between the members of POK outside the POK organization are also shown here, like Elian Corral and Mandawan. The same social network can be superimposed with timeline slider to show the active members of POK at different intervals of time. If you see here, as we move the timeline slider at the bottom, the network started to highlight the key members who are active during the time. As the time progresses, the people who actually exit from the POK starts to become invisible and the new members will start to show up in the network. We have used the Simile timeline widget to plot the timeline of events that happen in January 20th and 21st. It is an interactive timeline widget which enables us to click on the individual events and get more details. The entire details of January 20th and 21st is being plotted in this one. And this view will help us to see at one stretch what had happened on the whole day. Our next interest is to extract the social network of Cash Tech Corporation from the email communications. In order to do that, we built this interface which will allow us to filter and view the email communications as a graph, with employees being the node and emails being the link. The link strength shows how frequently they communicate to each other. When you click on the node, it shows the details of the employee, and when you click on the link, it shows all the email headers. Let's take a look at some of the email communications that we found to be suspicious. There is an email which talks about the arrays of POK. The mail is actually sent by Rochella Mais to some of the members of security department. Later, the same mail is only circulated among those security members. When we take a close look at it, all these security members actually had the last name which matches some of the key leaders of POK. Next, we build an interface that would enable us to explore the social connections from the employee records of Cash. With this interface, you would be able to see some specific informations like common affiliations, common education background, and whether they actually served military during the same time. With this, we got some very useful clue that Bedrogi and IEEE actually served military during the same time.